Welcome to EcoFun's video on the basic concepts of open economy macroeconomics. International commerce has obvious advantages. It allows people to produce what they produce best while also allowing them to consume a wide range of goods and services around the world. So let us start by examining closed economy and open economy. Closed economy is an economy that does not interact with other economies in the world. Open economy is an economy that interacts freely with other economies around the world. It buys and sells goods and services in world product market. It also buys and sells capital assets such as stocks and bonds in world financial markets. In our previous videos, we've talked about the concept of exports, imports, and net exports. So what are the factors that might affect it? Factors that might influence a country's exports, imports, and net exports includes consumers' preferences for foreign and domestic goods, prices of goods at home and abroad, exchange rates at which foreign currency trades for domestic currency, incomes of consumers at home and abroad, transportation costs, government policies. Next, we will talk about the flow of financial resources, specifically net foreign investment, also known as net capital outflow, NCO. Net capital outflow is the purchase of foreign assets by domestic residents, such as foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment, minus the purchase of domestic assets by foreigners. The flow of capital takes two forms. If McDonald's open up a fast food outlet in Russia, that is an example of foreign direct investment. Alternatively, if an American buys stock in a Russian corporation, that is an example of foreign portfolio investment. Here are some variables that influence NCO. Real interest rates paid on foreign assets, real interest rates paid on domestic assets, perceived risk of holding foreign assets, government policies affecting foreign ownership of domestic assets. Now we will discuss the two concepts of nominal and real exchange rates. The nominal rates are the rate at which one country's currency trades for another. The real exchange rate is the rate at which a person can trade the goods and services of one country for the goods and services of another. The real exchange rate formula is as follows: E multiplied for P divided for P asterisk, where P is domestic price, P asterisk is foreign price in foreign currency, E is nominal exchange rate, foreign currency per unit of domestic currency. In addition, we will demonstrate the two concepts of appreciation and depreciation. Appreciation, or as known as strengthening, is the increase in the value of currency as measured by the amount of foreign currency it can buy. For example, if an old exchange rate is 80 yen per dollar and the new exchange rate is 90 yen per dollar, it indicates that the dollar appreciates while the yen depreciates. Depreciation, or as known as a weakening, is the decrease in the value of a currency as measured by the amount of foreign currency it can buy. For example, if an old exchange rate is 80 yen per dollar and the new exchange rate is 70 yen per dollar, then we can say that the yen is appreciating while the dollar is depreciating. Finally, let's discover the purchase power parity theory, or PPP. Before we examine the theory, however, we must take a look at the principle called the law of one price. The law asserts that a good should sell for the same price in all markets, or else there would be a profit potential that would go untapped. Assume that coffee beans in Seattle were less expensive than those in Dallas. A person could buy coffee in Seattle for $4 a pound and sell it in Dallas for $5 a pound, making a $1 per pound profit. The process of taking advantage of price differences for the same item in different markets is called arbitrage. Now, as for the purchasing power parity theory, which is based on the law of one price, this theory states that a currency must have the same purchasing power in all countries. For example, a US dollar must buy the same number of products in both the US and Japan, and a Japanese yen must buy the same number of products in both countries. In short, purchasing power parity states that a unit of currency must have the same real value in every country. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching.